just get us started real quick while we wait for Addie. She's seen this slide, what, probably upwards of 10 times now, so she should know it pretty well. But yeah, welcome everyone to our pre-event call for PurpleStride Portland. This is sort of our final details call. We know I guess now we're only a few weeks out from the event. So for the
21
most part,
days.
21 days.
21.
I don't have that big counter like on top of my desk. I need that, but I feel like it would just give me more anxiety, so I'll wing it. So yeah, this is just our last chance to look at everything together, get eyes on these final documents, make sure any past changes have been captured. I know your guys' site is pretty dialed, but we still just want to go over everything to make sure.
Sure.
The agenda up on the screen gives a little sneak peek at what we're going to get into today. Just going over all the updated documents, talking a little bit more in detail about the event timeline. And, of course, we want to take any time for any questions or things that come up. So if you guys do think of anything, you can just jump in whenever and we can answer those. All right. Again, some familiar faces, but I can take my screen share down for a second for a round of intros. Ryan, have you staffed in Portland before?
No, I haven't, but this is my third PurpleStride. So I've previously been in Arkansas and Louisiana. So excited to go to Portland this year.
Oh, fun.
And happy to meet all of you.
Hello, Addie. We see your lovely face.
Hi, Ryan. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we were you got here just in time. We were gonna do a round of intros for Ryan. I can start us off, I guess. I'm Hannah Orchard. I'm the volunteer communications coordinator for Event 360. And this is my second season of PurpleStride. Like I said, I won't be in Portland this year. I'll be at the National Command Center in LA during the event. So if you guys do need to call command for anything that weekend, knock on wood, I might be the one on the other end of the line. You can also call us just to say hi. And when the phones get quiet, we get nervous. So any call is welcome. I'll pass it over to Jason.
All right, kiddos. I'm Jason Page, and I'm your event production coordinator for this wonderful Portland event. I will not be in the National Command Center because I'm with the cool kids, and I will be on site for the second year in a row, fifth total, in Charlotte, North Carolina, which we are hoping to break records with attendance and everything else in that market. So that's my plan. I mean, I have absolutely zero control over it, but Lori and the team on the ground there are absolute amazing people too. So we'll be sending our love back to you all on the west side. And yeah, super, super excited. So I will toss this back over the PanCan way.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, your good vibes help, Jason. So I think you do have control over it. So I say keep them coming. I work, you guys know me at PanCan, Ryan, I think you know, but my territories are new. So I'm the CRM working for, with Portland and Phoenix and also Orange County and Silicon Valley. So I have the honor of working with Phil, who is just the most easygoing, amazing, on point, kind PurpleStride chair there is. So he has been in France and he's been so sweet and made it work and cares so much about PanCan that even with the wonderful time with his family, he's made sure that everything stays all lined up. So Phil, thank you and welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you must be still having crazy jet lag, but I will I'll pass it over to you and then we'll go to Ryan for the final intro. So please.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, jet lag's easier coming west than going east.
Yeah,
but,
true.
So I'm the PurpleStride chair, and I've been in Portland with PanCan since 2014. I've been the PurpleStride chair since 2019. And yeah, we got a great group of volunteers here. So this, it's all pretty dialed in, and especially having Penny and Nate coming back will be just a big relief. So anyway, looking forward to it. And yeah, most of the stuff that needs to be done happens between now and the walk day. So we'll probably get into some of the details of food and stuff like that, but yeah, we're ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you. Ryan, go ahead.
Awesome. Yeah, my name is Ryan Doherty. I work on our major gifts team here at PanCan, and I'm just so excited to join you all in Portland. I have a personal connection to this disease. I lost my dad to pancreatic cancer in 2021. So this day and this work is just so special to me, and just so excited to spend it with you all. Or I guess part of you all. I know Hannah and Jason, you guys will be in different spots, but we're all together in spirit.
Yes, we are.
I'll be
Yeah,
wearing my
and
purple.
yeah. Like Phil said, I don't know, Addie, if you caught this, but yeah, we're gonna have Penny and Nathan back this year, and those were the Event 360 staffers from last year and the year before. So yeah. So you guys have a really, really nice dialed in crew here.
And Ryan, remind me, this is not your first PurpleStride that you've staffed, right?
It's not. No, I was sharing before, I went to Arkansas last year and then Louisiana the year before. So this is my first West Coast adventure. But I guess I should have also mentioned I'm based, excuse me, in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, okay. Good. So
yeah,
not too far.
Not too far.
You guys have a really wonderful crew. And again, Ryan, I'm so sorry that this disease has touched you so closely, and we'll be thinking of you and your dad and all this work in this special day. So just again, thank you so much for doing this. This is a big job to represent PanCan at these events. And so you guys, you're gonna have a great day. I love
this. It's an honor to do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, and so obviously this recording, right, Hannah, will go to them, the 2 staff members. Is there a reason why they aren't on? I just couldn't make the time.
I'm sorry, they couldn't make it. But yeah, this recording will go to them as well. So they'll be able to watch it back and kind of just be on the same page with everyone.
Okay, perfect. If I pose any questions that I would have wanted to go to them, I'll just maybe ask you, Hannah, to just follow up with them. Things like, did you rent a van, and when exactly are you coming in? Those are just the tiny little things that we just like to try to wrap up on this call. So if not, maybe you could write those down and just confirm with us. That'd be great.
Yeah, I should be able to answer most of those questions, honestly. And anything else we can.
Yeah, like they've done this before, so Phil will know, and he'll just be like, same as last year, and then that'll be
easy.
So, okay.
We'll have our contact information. And usually Penny, she generates a team, a group text on Monday or so, and then that way everybody knows when to be where, and
good.
So
You guys got
that helps a lot. Continuity really is great.
Really does.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we can move right along then. This is just a reminder for you guys. Again, it should look familiar, especially to you, Phil. We've kind of talked about this on our last call, and we're on schedule here. So this is our deliverables timeline. We've been updating these documents throughout the planning process. And the last update we did was 2 Mondays ago now, on the 23rd of March. And those documents are up on the shared resource site with any changes, if there were changes that were made, from our last check-in call up until that change request of March the 16th. And these are the exact same documents for the most part that we're going to be going over on the call today. So if you haven't gotten a chance to look at those, that's no problem at all. We're just going to do that here. So we're at the tail end of reviewing these, and after that, we're going to polish up our maps and our vendor tracker and get it all nice and pretty for the event book that's going to be coming out on the 17th of April, which is so soon, and that's the Friday before the event. Does this all look good to everyone?
Yep.
Good. All right. So this is, we can get into the staff and volunteer roles and responsibilities a little bit. Again, you guys know what you're doing here. This is the leadership team we're talking about, these buckets, and pretty much everyone that's part of this team, you guys kind of know how the flow of a typical PurpleStride event should look. So this year, Ryan's going to be the face of PanCan at this event, representing the organization, being the liaison, helping with supply and storage if possible, managing any donations that come in. This is a good time to remind you guys that Event 360 can't legally accept any donations at the event. So if anyone does come in with checks or a nice big wad of cash, Ryan, that'll fall to you and your team to take care of. And our lovely Event 360 staff members, Penny and Nathan, shout out to you guys from the future if you're watching this. they're taking care of all the logistical pieces as usual. So just all of these moving parts that Jason's been working on getting lined up over, the last several months. They also own the emergency response plan. We always hope that we won't need it, but if we do, they know it pretty well. And they'll take care of the very important post-event inventory and oversee a lot of the setup and breakdown of the event. And Phil, you're going to be our PurpleStride chair. You're kind of the glue that brings all these pieces together and just brings the participants into the experience. You know what to do, showing some love to the top teams and fundraisers, talking with the sponsors that might be there, helping to manage, all the other volunteers and their chairs who are going to be at the event, just overseeing the flow of everything, decor around the village, opening ceremony, all that good stuff. There are some other key volunteer roles. We don't have to go through every one of these right now and talk about them, but, these could be people who kind of just sub in on event weekend, or they could be more involved with the planning process throughout the year. I know you guys have some good volunteers who are really involved. And I'm sorry, I'm sure we've already asked this. Do you guys have a course lead this year, or are you still looking for one?
Actually, the last 2 years, Penny's been our course lead.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. It's worked out fine. And so we just basically, our volunteers are greeters, and then we turn them over to her, and she just scatters them on the course, and her and Nate have set up the signage, and so it's been great. So
okay.
It really takes a lot of weight off our shoulders.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. And yeah, if they have the bandwidth for that, it seems like the route is pretty dialed and the site is, so that'll be great. Go over without a hitch.
And I would say, and you're probably going to say this, Hannah, but if you identify anybody, or you guys are looking at, or even if Penny notices someone that we think could help, that'd be good, perfect opportunity to shadow. So that next year it's a volunteer, so that Event 360 can do other things. So we'll just keeping that in mind. If there's anybody that seems like they'd want a good solid job, then we can kind of work on getting them into be the course lead. So we'll just keep that in mind.
Right.
Sounds good. Exactly what I was to it. Can you guys see this event contacts page? All right. Yeah. If you guys do have any new people, like any new chairs, we can go through and add those right now.
Yeah, let's do it, Hannah, because we haven't had a chance to go over this, and it's really my fault for not updating some of these things, Phil. Like I told you and Helen that I would. So if we could, and I won't waste your time with looking up the phone numbers and stuff. I'll have all of that, Phil. But if you could help us go through each one, I'll write down the names, Hannah. You don't even have to type out, and I'll go back in and make it all pretty. But if we can use Phil's wonderful brain to help us know where people are,
yes.
I'm ready with my pen. So starting with, it looks like sponsorship chair. Do we have anyone, Phil, that would, fill that
There isn't
role?
anybody in specifically in that role. Helen has kind of been taking the lead on sponsorship. She's our affiliate chair.
If we would put Helen anywhere, is that where we should put her? Like if there was someone asking.
Yeah. That's what I would. That's what I would do.
Okay, I'm gonna put Helen in sponsorship chair. Okay, and then what about anybody from media?
Yeah, I would probably put me in that role for now.
Okay. We can just leave it blank for now, and then they'll know to come to you. Yeah.
Okay.
And then event day volunteer chair. Lydia is not, right?
Yeah.
Or she is.
Mm-hmm.
She is the.
She's been. Yeah, she's been.
I was thinking event experience. I was like, you don't have that. So sorry.
Yeah, we don't have experience, but yeah, Lydia's been taking the lead on reaching out to schools, recruiting volunteers, and taking care of that. And then she organizes everybody at the event itself.
Perfect. So she's in there, and Kaylee's in there. That's great. And Helen's been working with her. So Grand Club chair, I know people will just go to her. But event experience chair, sorry, that was the one in my mind. I started with an E too. So that's all Phil. And then, like we said, we don't have a course lead. And then, but
I'll talk to Helen, and we'll see if there's anybody that's currently on our volunteer staff that we could use to shadow. Because I don't want to necessarily be able. I want to have a local a local
Would be
affiliate
really
person that
helpful.
wants to do that if we can. Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes, putting it out there and someone would be like, oh, that's no problem. Especially knowing that they'll have someone to shadow, that we're not just like dumping it on them. So that would be wonderful. And then this, it's not a big deal at all. It could be literally the day of the event, Phil. But if you do have it, they're going to finalize this for the event book on the 9th is the last, right? The 6th or the 9th, you guys? 9th
The
for
9th.
me for this. And so if you guys find anybody by the 9th, then I can pop their name and phone number in here so that Penny knows who to go to help with the course. And if not, we'll just leave it blank and you can assign someone later. But I just wanted to throw that out there. And then this last one, the registration and donation lead. Do you know who Lydia has in that role or who you have in that role? That will be good, especially as fielding a lot of t-shirt questions. Like, is there someone that usually does that sort of registration information tent?
I'll put something in. I'm blanking on all the people that are volunteers, so I'll email you.
Perfect. Yeah,
with that
just email
name.
me and I'll pop
Yeah,
in there.
Yeah, because we always have one of the volunteers. We've had a couple of volunteers come in and out. I always have one of the volunteers that runs the registration tent.
Yeah.
And so,
Perfect. And then, because that'll be
Yeah.
good to nail down because they've got some trainings that have come out. And of course, things are a little bit new with what to say about t-shirts and stuff. So if you can start to get that to me within the next 6 days, just as a goal, it's okay if it's after, but then I'll make sure we've got the trainings going to the right people and stuff. And maybe like a backup person and so okay, perfect. So we'll possibly get course lead and donation lead on here, but thanks for going over this, Hannah. It sounds great.
Sounds good. Yep. All good. Yeah, you can just fill that out whenever you guys get a second.
Thanks, Val.
Well, last thing on volunteers. That's not there we go. Phil, that if you do have kind of like day of volunteers that want to help out maybe anytime besides the actual event, it's always good to have some extra hands on like Friday, early or late afternoon, depending on when the tent company sets everything up. And Saturday, for tear down, it's basically just, zhuzhing up all the tents, and then taking them all back down and taking all the purple out of them. Are you guys usually pretty good on volunteers here with the day of and everything? Yeah, you guys are set. Okay.
what we'll do is on Friday, I don't have any of the volunteers that are available. Normally, most of our volunteers are high school kids, so they're in school on Friday and nobody shows up. But on Friday, we usually have anywhere from 4 to 6 of our volunteer staff that come out. I don't have them show up until 1 because everybody, the vendors show up at 8 and we want to stay out of their hair. And so, we basically from 1 to 5, we put up all the banners and take care of the tables and all that kind of stuff. And so we usually have enough help to do that, no problem. And then what we do on Saturday is we pre-warn all of our volunteers, the kid volunteers, if they can stay to tear down, that's great. And most of them do. If they have rides to get picked up, they just tell, hey, show up at 12:30 or 1, and they have enough time to help us tear down. And with a lot of hands, it goes really fast. And, we're all down.
Phil, if you haven't already, would you, make sure that Lydia kind of maybe emphasizes that to your point, if high school students in their final details are figuring out when they're supposed to be picked up, maybe she could really say it in bold if she hasn't already.
Yeah, she includes it with her email that she sends out the last couple of years, and it's like I said, it really hasn't been an issue. We warn them, when they sign up, hey, if you can stay, great. And most of them, like I said, the vast majority do.
Yeah.
So tear down hasn't ever been a problem.
Wonderful. Awesome. You guys are set. Great. Well, in terms of signage, we've been, busy with signage orders this past, month and a half or so. Jason's been ordering things on our side if we need it. Addie and Phil, I'm sure you guys have been doing the same. And the only thing that we're really waiting on, at this point, is that late All-Stars deadline this weekend to see, if you do have any extra late teams that'll need a banner if they do, we can take care of ordering those. But other than that, all your signage should be ordered and being sent over to you. Phil, are you receiving the signage again this year?
Yeah, it started arriving.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I did put in a box in the box of special requests. Don't deliver anything before April 1st, but nobody paid attention. So my neighbors took my neighbors took care of the stuff that came in while I was still gone. But yeah, I've already gotten several packages, and I got like 4 more coming tomorrow, and I'm sure there'll be some more after that. So
yeah, okay, that's so fun to come home to a nice pile of boxes like Christmas.
yeah,
or
well,
not.
it's really a lot easier this year since I'm not getting like 6 or 8 cases of T-shirts.
Yeah.
Different.
Those
And I did just order, Phil, you'll get a random box from eSigns. I ordered that, those evergreen thank you to our in-kind sponsors. So 2 of those are coming just super random. So just keep an eye out for those. Should be in the next couple of days.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. All right.
Sorry, quick question. Do you all have a storage unit, or Phil, are you our resident storage unit with all the signs and everything, or is that going to be a part of our pickup and setup too? Sorry, I may have missed that. Both.
Yeah,
okay.
both. We have all the stuff gets delivered to my garage. But yeah, we have a separate unit, a storage unit that we rent. It's halfway between where Helen and I live on the west side of Portland, in Hillsborough, and the event site. So normally what we do is, since you normally have a van and Penny and Zach have a van, we all rendezvous on Friday once you guys land, and we all rendezvous at the storage unit and pick up the stuff that we need. It's not huge, so there's not, it's not gobs and gobs and gobs of stuff. And then anything that's in my garage, I just put in my car and bring it out there on Friday morning so that we have it for a setup.
And you guys will rendezvous on Thursday, right? Thursday, not Friday. Is that what you mean, Phil?
No. Normally they don't get into Friday. I'm sorry, yes, correct. Forgive me.
Thursday,
yes.
it's okay.
Yeah. All the collection happens on Thursday because they fly on Thursday. Yes, right. And then then you just drive it out Friday morning, and then we've got the stuff, ready to go when it's ready to set.
And Ryan, you didn't miss anything. I think sometimes we jump in and discuss that when Hannah puts up the itinerary. So we'll go back to it and get it even more clear to understand when the other 2 are arriving, Penny and Nate. Just love those names. And then Ryan, we want to know so that Phil knows when you're arriving. And then of course, Phil, if for some reason it'll be less things, but if you need help, I'm sure Ryan could come to your house and help you pick up anything else that wouldn't fit in your car. So we'll talk about that in a second too. But Ryan, you didn't miss anything. You're just head of the class already.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you.
You guys are beating me to it again. That's awesome. So we can look over the vendor tracker real quick. You guys might
since we're on this real quick, since we're on that sign, you don't have to go back to it, but as the stuff rolls in here, so I keep all the emails of, hey, I ordered this and ordered that. And as the stuff rolls in, as soon as the package arrives, I cut them open them up, look at them, and basically check off who, make sure that everything arrived and that we got what we needed.
Thank you, Phil. That's amazing.
Could say it better myself. Doing everything we could do.
Really
that sounds great. And Phil, I mean, everything should look good. We really haven't had a lot of issues like with our signage vendor. They're pretty awesome. So if you do notice anything, just let us know ahead of time so we can get like a new sign order or anything. It's always easier to do that earlier rather than later.
Right.
So this vendor tracker, Phil, we looked over it on our last check-in call a little bit ago, but Ryan, this might be new to you. I know you've been to PurpleStride before and know that Event 360 pretty much handles all of this. If you guys do ever want to take a look at it, you're more than welcome to. It's in that shared resource site, but you definitely do not need to have the details on like who our porta potty phone number is, So this is more for them. They know this pretty.
Yeah, and everybody needs it.
I know, right? Did you guys have problems with that last year?
No, year before.
Okay. It's always something. It really
Yeah.
is.
It was, and
Yeah,
actually, it
so
was just a matter, they had scheduled to deliver 2 hours after we expected it. So, I was starting to freak out a little bit, but they showed up and
you kind of need those, huh? Those are kind of
Mhm.
important. Um, so I will Penny and Nate will know this as well, but we got a facelift this year with our vendor tracker. So really the big difference is that it's now organized by area of the event village, instead of vendor specific. So you'll have your typical contact page at first, and then some general supplies like your, I don't know, your radios, your trash cans, everything that doesn't go anywhere else. And then starting at like why do you stride and going down from here, this basically goes tent by tent now. So like on Friday, you can just go through, check everything off. It's like all the way down to the quick covers. We have like everything you could possibly need in here. Again, this is mostly Penny and Nate's job, but if you ever want to look over it, totally fine. Um, Pretty much everything's going to be in here. And again, there shouldn't be a lot of big changes from last year. I know we haven't changed things around too drastically. The only thing we're still waiting on is like your guys' all-star teams. That'll be finalized pretty soon, and then we'll put their names in here, just so that it makes it easier. The only other thing to mention, just in terms of format, is we finally got our pivot tables working. So this vendor summary at the bottom is all good to go now. This will be in your guys' event books in the digital and like the print PDF format. So in like the print, it'll be kind of just page by page. You'll see everything that every vendor is bringing, just anything we could possibly put in here, it's going to be in here. Last thing, I did want to confirm, you guys have feather flags for your start and finish. I think that's right. Yeah, awesome. So we're taking care of that for you. Yeah, do you guys have any questions right now? With the vendor tracker here?
The only question I have is, can you still hear me? Because it looks like my video froze.
Yes.
It did,
Okay.
but you have like a cute smile. And whenever mine freezes, it's always bad. Always. Like I'm just the most animated weirdo, and yours is just so cute. So don't even worry. We can hear you. And you look so
Does it
happy.
express my confusion?
No, you look dialed in and you're
Yeah.
happy.
Okay,
So
good. Yeah, I can hear you guys fine and I can see everything. And as long as you can
Okay.
hear me, I don't care about the video.
okay.
I've never seen a Frozen video that's not like a derp face. Like
I
I'm
know he's a
right.
model. He's a
It's like the
model
best
for
angle
Frozen
possible. Just keep it on that, Phil. You don't need to change it.
I know I should.
That's funny.
No, this looks great, Hannah. I think
yeah.
we're good. And Phil, if you do glance at it and maybe, just within the next couple days, just to make sure that that we're not missing a tent that you thought we were going to have. I mean, obviously all of that will be shown when we see the site map right now. But if there was some tables missing or something in a dramatic way, or you have a new thing that, just email them, let them know to add that.
E360 knows what they're doing. I've never had a problem with quantity of stuff, and everything
Dialed
shows
in.
up on time.
Okay,
So
good. We
they're
got
awesome.
Jason takes care of you guys. I mean,
That's right.
anything you could want, he's probably already got it on there. You are so set. You're in good hands, and you know that. Great. Speaking of, I can pass the screen share over to him just to take us through a few things. Yeah, starting with the timeline. We already went over storage pickup a little bit, but just to confirm, I mean, Phil, you've been doing this with Penny and Nate for a couple of years now, so you should be dialed here. We will have the Stow and Go minivan as usual to meet up with you at storage on Thursday. And you guys already have each other's numbers, but Penny and Nate will start a group chat about a week before the event just to include Ryan in that to figure out exactly what time you guys are getting in Thursday, just so you guys can coordinate that.
And Ryan, what time are you flying in?
I land around 1, and then I'll pick up the car and be
Right.
right over to the storage unit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you were
Yeah,
able
we
to
usually-
rent a van?
I
Right?
was able, the big like stow and go
Yeah.
situation.
Those things are awesome.
They are.
Yeah.
The first
They turn everything into a huge storage unit. Yeah, that's great. We usually meet 2 or 3 o'clock. So there's no rush, Ryan. Just you don't have to just take your time and don't stress because you're gonna run into some traffic coming out of Portland.
Okay.
Because the airport's on the other side of the city, so it'll be probably like an hour drive to get to the storage unit. So,
Okay.
but no rush. And yeah, and then we'll meet there in the afternoon and just load everything up, and then you guys just take off back to your hotels.
Okay, perfect. I
Easy.
feel like it's a great time to just mention and share a disclaimer. I shared this with Renee Addy, but I actually had a knee surgery about 6 weeks ago. So I will be like able to help with some lifting, but as far as like heavy lifting, that may be left to like the rest of us. So just want to
Yes.
give that disclaimer.
Yeah, we don't want you to lift anything really. So having
Sure,
your card
I am
is
there in
great.
spirit and will happily help with signs and all
Yeah.
the things.
Yeah.
But just so you know, it comes from like medical necessity rather than just pure
Oh,
laziness of not
of
picking
course.
things
Yeah.
up.
Well, thank you
So-
for letting
Yeah,
us
not to
know.
worry, and there really isn't anything that's hugely heavy, and you probably won't have to lift anything. Just open the doors for us, and we'll just throw stuff
Cool.
in. So yeah,
Great.
we'll be
I've been
fine.
stuck with
Yeah,
those
no,
t-shirt boxes before, so we won't
I
have that
know.
issue this year.
exactly. Yeah.
And,
Great, thank you.
Remind me, what is your food and beverage plan? Because I know that can be heavy stuff too. Is that just something you guys kind of go do on Friday? And again, if Ryan's responsible to help with that, then we just might want another volunteer to jump in the car so that they can do the lifting.
No, normally what I'll do is earlier in the week, probably like Wednesday. Well, our people don't eat that much, so basically I'll be picking up. So we're getting bananas and oranges from Trader Joe's, and they'll be in my garage, and so I'll put them in my car. All the food and beverage. Short story is all the food and beverage will be in my car. So I'll pick up the extra water from Costco, and I can bring it. I have a RAV4, so I have plenty of space to carry that. So yeah, water cases are probably the heaviest, and they'll all be with me.
Okay.
So no problem.
I
Yeah.
think water cases are well within my liftability. So that sounds great. I think anything over 50 pounds might just pose a problem.
Well, you know your limit, so keep it well under your limits, and don't worry about it. If there's something else, don't grab anything that is going to cause any problems with you.
All right. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Appreciate it. Just wanted to give that disclaimer to everyone.
Thank you.
Well, on that note, I'm going to add a list of things to special circumstances, like don't let Ryan on a ladder. No heavy lifting for
Just a whole
Ryan.
list for Ryan.
Thank you.
Yes, it's the dad in me, and as I'm sure Phil will
Oh.
appreciate, we will make sure that we don't allow you to do anything silly.
Yes.
Sure. Well, thank you.
'Cause I'm
My
sure
husband
there
will
will
like
be a
bless your
desire
name
there, right?
for years to come.
You'll be like,
Yeah.
let me grab that box for you guys.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, this
okay.
is very
Fine.
not me to like give this disclaimer beforehand, but I do feel like it's a good like expectation set. It means that I
Oh, yeah.
will try to
No.
go above my limits.
No,
Yes,
good to
it-
know. Yeah,
We
absolutely.
got you. We got you. All right. So I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff, but you guys have literally already touched or answered all the things that I was gonna throw out, like 99% of it. And why not? It's Phil and it's Portland. So timeline 7 to 5 Friday. You're gonna do the things as you have already said. Your people aren't gonna come until afternoon to give the vendors enough time to set up tents. I'm just here because I'm pretty. It's okay. And the the site's going to do all the same things they've done in the past for you guys. You're going to have a cone drop off for your route and parking. You're going to have trash bins and everything else that PIR does in the norm. So yeah, it is super, super chill, and I love this for you guys.
Yes. Can I ask real quick, just
Yeah.
because this is new to me too. So Phil, just for Ryan's purposes, what are your expectations of her? What time do you like to go on site and meet Event 360? Like, should Ryan be there around 8, around 9? When do you go? And just want to make sure she has that in her schedule.
Okay. So what happens is I'll show up at 7 and get the keys from Nikki at PIR so I can unlock the gates and stuff. Penny comes shortly after that. As far as Ryan, I mean, you don't need to be there till 9 or so, or there's no reason to get there super early, because the vendors don't show up until about 8 anyway. I just get there early so I can get the gates open and they can get in when they do show up. Yeah, Penny and Nate, they usually come around 8-ish or so, 8:30. And so, and like I said, there's really not a whole lot to do until the vendors finish with the tents and stuff. What we normally do is pull stuff out of the vans between like 8:30 or 9 o'clock and noon. We'll pull stuff out of the vans, organize the signs, organize the banners, get them all ready to go. So, and we will lay them in front of the tents as they're setting up the tents once we confirm where they go. And that way everything's in place when we, jump on it at 12 or 1 to set, we don't have to go looking for the stuff. And Penny likes to organize all the signs up for the route, by where they're going to go on the route and that kind of thing. So there's take your time, sleep in, have some breakfast, and then show up at the raceway whenever, 9 o'clock is fine, probably.
Okay. I will come bearing coffee for all.
Yay.
That would be appreciated. Not for me, I don't drink coffee, but there's some people that require caffeine.
Yes.
Well, I will take
I'll
drink
be
orders.
picking
We'll
mine up in
get you something.
Kannapolis.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay, great.
All right. Very good. See? We all need to have a Phil in our life.
Mhm.
All right. Coming down to event day. I'm not going to read this to you. You have done this now for a multitude of years. Anything that we've changed in the past, we've already implemented. This is the same as in prior years, Phil. If you feel that anything on the timeline needs to be adjusted, please let us know.
Yeah,
I will also say you will get a editable version of this again this year. Please use this as the base. And then you can add whatever you need for your teams, your volunteers, your sponsors, to make this magic happen. So,
okay. Yeah, for Ryan, looks pretty fine. Yeah, for Ryan's benefit, on Saturday, normally all of our staff shows up at 7:30. I get there a little earlier again to unlock gates, and usually the security guy goes, "Oh, can I go now?" But yeah, anyway, and then the timelines are good, and volunteers, we have them come in and show up at 7:45, so we can go over orientation with them and kind of give them an idea where they're going to be working, and they can talk to the PanCan volunteer that's overseeing that particular area that they work. So it's the same as last year, and it worked out great.
You guys are a staple. We're going to send everybody to train with you moving forward.
Seamlessly.
All right. So your site does open 9 a.m. with opening ceremonies beginning promptly at 10. Walk will start at 11. That gives you a full hour to do as you see fit to make this party happen. Get them out there, walk them around the track. Not on the track, but you know what I mean. And bring them back for closing ceremonies at 12:30. We have everything wrapped up at 1 p.m. so that we can pack it up, send it home, and get ready for 2027. All right, I'm going to jump on over here to the site map. This is in my live editable version, so if we need to make any adjustments here, if you already know names of your all-star teams, I know I saw one confirmed on the list. I would love for you to tell me that there's 18 of them, but we'll do as we see fit here.
So I'm looking now, it looks like we've got two. We've got Step by Step and Team Cheryl that are over 10,000. So Step by Step and Team Cheryl, CHERYL. And
Team Cheryl,
ERYL. And
Sounds
while
familiar.
Jason's typing that, there's also two that are a little over 7,000. So Phil, do you have any insight into those teams? Are those brand new teams? Team Anderson and Team Julie. Do you think that, within like the next week kind of, or, do you think that they'll hit 10,000? I mean, should I reach out to them? Should you reach out to them? Like, it's better now to have a placeholder if we know that they'll hit it pretty soon.
Where are they at right now, money-wise?
A little over 7,000. So Team Anderson is 7,300. Team Julie is 7,200. as much as I know we have our deadline, I think it's also really great to honor those. If in a week or two they hit it, it could just be such a good motivator for next year. Oh, that was
I
so
would,
fun to have a booth,
to be, I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them hit it. Because so Team Anderson is the team basically from Channel 2, and they usually have 30, 40 walkers. Of the two, I would say Team Julie is going to be the one that would probably hit it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
But-
you're confident that both of them will hit it.
I wouldn't be surprised if both of them were, yeah. And I
And
mean,
folks, you
and Chan-
have room. You have wiggle room. So
Yeah.
we have the third
if you-
dedicated tent for you,
Yeah.
Phil. We also have 2 open sponsored tents that were not filled this year. So
Yeah.
if we need to make them both team tents, that's the win.
Got 'em on the
You have room
list.
for 3 more. So push them. Get them.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Jason,
Get
yeah,
'em
I didn't
across the
know when
line.
you were gonna drop those or cancel those. So I was like, let's keep
1
something on
week
the-
prior. So when you
Okay.
receive the
Perfect.
event book, then I'll have made all final changes.
Sounds good.
So yeah, this way we can make it work.
Okay. Okay, yay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll most
If-
likely
if-
have 2 more, Phil. That's awesome.
yeah, I don't know if you want to wait to type it in. If you were going to put a team name in number 3, I
Yeah.
would put Team Julie.
Team Julie. And you can
then-
put TBD if you want or something, Jason, but and then the other one, if you want to do another TBD, is Team
Team
Anderson
yeah.
with SON.
Too many crickets here. Gee.
Perfect.
Good.
Exciting. Okay. Okay, now going back to how it all looks, Phil, if you want to take
Stand
one more
by.
look.
Looks pretty empty compared to the years past.
Well,
There's
you're
no
just,
tank,
you're just
there's no
missing.
T-shirt tent. There's like,
I know.
Yeah, no. It,
Oh,
it
wait,
looks,
yes, you did not come back with a tent, Rude.
think of all
but,
the money we're saving. Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks fine. Yeah, photo boot's fine. And then, there's a contingency in case it rained like crazy
Yes.
yesterday, but we're praying right now. We're doing the dance to make sure it's going to be sunny and warm like it has been the last 2 years. So the
Yes.
purple play zone will be fine.
Right, and we
Mhm.
have built in again, as we've done in the past, a 10x10 for purple
Yeah.
play, a 10x20 that'll go over the stage, as well as the sidewalls for the Survivor tent. And one thing that I will note, nope, I'm not going to note it. So no, we're just good.
Okay, we're just
See, I
good.
thought I had something. I'm not going there, but
So, Abby-
everything else we're good to go.
What's the new title for those teams that hit 10,000? What are they called?
All-star.
All-star
Oh,
team.
something. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all the
Good,
names.
good.
Yeah,
All
All-star.
right. While we're doing that, we're going to talk about the route. Again, unchanged as far as what you guys have done in the past. Obviously, you will make the adjustments that you need based on, getting people through the gates and everything else. And your volunteer placement is a site specific situation. So
Right.
nothing new here. Which means I'm done sharing. And I will talk you through any additional special circumstances just as reminders. I'm saying the stuff as Nikki at the PIR has asked for reminders. I know you guys have got this, so bear with me. Please make sure that we are keeping the gates locked at all times. If the gate is unlocked, please make sure there's somebody there to staff it. You will, obviously, you've already said it. Again, I don't even know why I'm here. It's Phil. Phil's amazing. You're going to check in with PIR. Yeah. So, and then for our friends in the future who are viewing this, Penny and Nate, just remind the vendors, there's no staking close to the roadway or close to the tree line, as we don't want to interfere with any of PIR's infrastructure. But out in the middle of the field, they can do as they've done in the past. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All full special circumstances will be listed in the event book when you get it on the Friday before. And that's all I got, kids. Go make magic. Do amazing things. I love for you guys in Portland that you have all this.
Well, thank you, Jason, for all you've done.
Yeah, my big question for you guys is next year, do you guys just want to lead the entire pre-event call, Phil? I know you've got everything down, so you guys can just
No.
handle it. Take
Like
things off Jason's plate.
Expert level.
Yep.
Well, thanks for the compliments, but like I said, we got a great team, and you guys, working with you guys, it makes a huge, it's just takes a lot of the work away from anything that I used to have to do. Yeah, my first year, I had to order the tents and order the porta potties and figure out what vendors did what, and so yeah. I mean, yeah.
I love it. I just, this is new to me, this event, and I'm sure Ryan feels the same way, that every time I asked a question and then it's like this calm, peaceful moment. As soon as I hear Phil say, well, here's how it goes, I'm like, oh, he already has it. Man, we're gonna just find out everything. So I'm just kept prefacing it with that. And Phil, you're just such a good leader. And I'm just excited.
Well, my goal each year is to make some other aspect go even smoother.
Yeah,
so,
good. Let's keep on improving and having fun. Well, you're great.
Because there is a year that I will step away, and I already have a person in mind to take over, but I want to be able to go, here's how it works, and if you just follow this game plan, you'll be fine.
So nice. And it's a beautiful legacy to leave. So thank you.
It's always best to have a system rather than have everything depend on a person.
Yeah.
You're speaking our language, Phil.
True.
Oh my God.
So
join our side.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, while we have everyone on, is there any other, just random questions you have about the event? Of course, you'll be able to text Phil, and he's your go-to, but.
No, nothing. I think the only other addition I had is I'm landing around 1 o'clock. My plan right now is to fly out around 4:15 on Saturday. So does that need to be adjusted in any way? I think I saw on our schedule that the Raceway even has an event that night, maybe. So
yeah, they usually have a race on Saturday nights, and during our event, they normally have the people who are doing their trial runs and dialing in their engines and stuff, which is actually cool. It's a downside because it causes a little bit of noise, but it's an upside because our route walk goes right. There's a couple of places where there's like little hills that people get, and you can look down onto the track and watch people racing. It's really cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, the only issue we've had in the past as far as the teardown is that both you and Nate and Penny's flights leave too early. And so getting the stuff back to our storage unit sometimes has been a scramble because we can't use either of your vans because you don't have time to drive to the thing and then get back to the airport in time. But we'll talk that through when you guys are here. And because there's less and less and less stuff that actually goes to the storage unit, every year is less. Normally what we can do is between Helen and I, she has a Subaru, I have a RAV4, so we can cram everything into our cars and go to the storage unit.
Phil, maybe there could be like a first round of stuff that's like a for sure stuff. So if you need Ryan's car for the first round, maybe her and Penny can go, and then any of the leftover stuff you guys could take or something. So is it okay if Ryan doesn't change her flight, or do you need her?
No, don't change your flight, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. It's like I said, there's the volume of things left over are just a lot less than they've been. So it's not like you need a moving van to move the stuff back and forth.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great. And I think it's a great idea. We can even do like an earlier run if we need to, just to move as much stuff as possible and not just throw it into the storage units. So that sounds great. Thank you.
That's a great question.
Awesome. Okay. Well, if you guys do think of any questions or anything that comes up, you know where to find us in the volunteers inbox. Like Jason said, the event book's going to be ready on April 17th, Friday before event week. So you'll be able to go to the shared resource site and download it from there. Penny and Nate will have at least one full copy of it printed on site as well. So you guys don't have to lug around a bunch of paper copies. But yeah, thank you guys so much for making the time to jump on this call. We really do appreciate it. And Phil, you're awesome. We appreciate you so much. Ryan, thank you for raising your hand to do this. And Addie, thanks always for being on the call and helping out with those questions. So
look forward to meeting you, Ryan.
Look forward to it, Phil.
Have fun out there, kids.
Right.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks,
sweet.
Jason.
Thank
Thanks,
you
you guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Have a great one. Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.